Perguntei pro Poppin Peach se ele, que foi o criador do Poppin, ou se foi o irmão dele, Boogaloo-san, ou se foi a galera de Boogaloo de Oakland, antes dos Electric Boogaloos. E ele, com toda a atenção do mundo aqui, mandou alguns áudios explicando, né? A gente já traduziu, mas vamos gravar aqui para vocês, postar no YouTube para vocês, para ver se a gente consegue a legenda para vocês entenderem, tá bom?
See, the problem is I didn't create popping. My brother taught me how, and popping, of the foundation, the techniques is Boogaloo Sam. That's where I got it from, So I'm just a student, just like many other people. I just was there in the beginning and pretty much know the history, but for me, yeah. So it was a dance that no one else thought it would last this long. It was a dance that we was doing as young kids and young boys and young girls who were doing it back then. We had no clue of like, oh, this is going to be some dance we will be doing for over 40, 50 years. So in those times, it was just enjoying the moment. And again, popping the name is because the name was created or said because the muscles in the arms of the chest were like they was popping out of your skin. So Sam and the original group, the electronic boogaloos from Fresno, they would go, man, look at my muscles popping. So I'm popping my muscles. So pop became synonymous with the technique. So because you popping the muscles or contracting the muscles would look like they're popping out of your skin. So that's why we don't call it hit. Hit is not what we call it. The technique. Yes, and in popping there's only 4 places on the body: your chest, your triceps and forearm, your arm pops, your knee pops. It's snapping the knee back, not contracting your thigh muscles and then your neck, and head pops. Those are the 4 places that when Sam starts teaching me, he said, Pete, there's arm. He said leg, but leg only meant the knee. When I figured, oh, you mean the knee, because we don't contract our thigh muscles. Again, popping technique meaning the contraction of the muscles when you see the muscles doing that. That is the technique, the pop. That means you're doing the action. Popping, the totality, the whole dance is the power, but then the groove, your arm position, isolation, and then how you create, your imagination of like movement, like your legs coming up or shapes of your arms or your legs or your head movement as the dance, as the groove. That is called popping, the dance. Pop. If somebody may teach me how to do the technique of pop, I will show them how to pop their arms, pop their chest, do their knees, head, and all that. You say, teach me how to do popping the dance, and I'll teach you how to groove, move, arm positions, level change, timing. And another thing about using the word popping, because a lot of people use the word popping as the umbrella term for all other styles. It's just one style that's out there. So I'm always careful. If I'm teaching a popping class, I'm going to teach. But if I change the style, even, to teach, I would say, this is not popping, this is boogaloo, or this is not popping, this is waving, this is not popping, this is tutting, to let them know that it is a separation of dance styles, not putting everything under popping. And then I see a popping class and people teaching waving without the explanation of this is not popping. This is just another dance that I'm going to switch to and show you guys a connection with this dance to this dance, how to go from one to the other. Or here's another dance style that you can learn. That is what a lot of people don't do. And they keep saying, we're doing a popping class, and then they're doing waving. Even if they say it, but they don't explain it to say, this is not popping. This is a different style, come from a different creator, come from a different city, come from a different place. Yeah, because a lot of people will say, oh, I have my own style of popping. And then I say, when did you create popping? Now people can say, I have my own feeling within popping, dance, because if something came before you and people say, I got my own style, meaning my far as technique, this is how I do. And I said, that's a really kind of loaded thing when people say that. Because people say, well, this is my interpretation of popping. And I'm going, those key words for me is like, we all wear clothes. You can say, well, this is my own, how, people say style of clothing. Yeah, you can wear blue, you can wear, or designer or non-designer, but it's your personal feel how you dress. It's called clothes. You can't change the name. Like popping is the foundation, clothing is the foundation. That means if I want to put on a blue shirt with red pants, next day I put on a black shirt with green pants. It's still called clothes, but this is how I want to dress. I did not create the clothes. I created the feel or the style that word style. And I think that's what people do. They say, well, I got my own style of dress. So I got my own style of popping. Okay. But it is the technique that I look at. Have the same technique, your own personality inside that technique.
É isso. Olha aqui um pouquinho das nossas conversas.